Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel on Creative Virtue. So in today's video, I'm talking about how you should embrace the process of becoming whatsoever thing you want to become. For example, being a designer in Nigeria, the pain, the struggle, getting things together and embracing your process. Not trying to fake anything, just trying to be genuine as possible. So in this video, I just want to tell you that things will not really fall into place as you expect. You just have to embrace the process. So that's what this video is all about. It's just all about the process of how things can become when you keep on going. Without any further ado, let's jump into the video. So if you are building a creative career from scratch and you have less funds, it might be very challenging. It might be very challenging because you don't really know where to start from. Even when I started as a graphic designer, I never had a PC. I've said this before many times in my community group. And by the way, if you're not in my community group, you can click the link on this video, under this video, to join my community group. It's a group of designers where I train designers, build them together, and equip them to become better, sharing the process and then teaching them design skills. So let's go back. Now, when I started as a designer, I never really had the softwares or the equipment people need as designers. I never really had that. What I was doing was, I was first an artist. I started drawing, started sketching, doing a lot of stuff. But I found out that art does not really pay me what I actually want. I was very young then, and people still saw what I was doing as a talent. They never really saw it as, oh, this is something that they're supposed to pay money for. So I felt, oh, this is actually not the path I need to take. I started checking on apps like PixArt, BeFunky, PhotoGrid, those type of apps. They began to expose me to type of design styles that I can do, effects and stuff. So but the major app that really helped me was PixArt. When I found out PixArt, I was trying my best to become better at it, and it was really fun. But I didn't really have the resources. So it was one certain time and I came about YouTube. I said, okay, let me search about this effect stuff that I do on PixArt. Let me see what it does. And I found out that it's not just PixArt that does it. There's something called Photoshop. That was the first day I came across Photoshop. And the first person I checked on YouTube tutorials was this person called Umesh Dinda. Umesh Dinda is the owner of Pixel Perfect, where he teaches Photoshop manipulations, editing and stuff like that. So I can remember vividly the tutorial I watched was how to create a drop shadow, and ever since I was desperate enough to look about more tutorials on Photoshop. Carry on to this time, I was looking for where I can get software. Sometimes I go to my friend's place, I check for their laptops, but their laptops cannot really carry Photoshop. I don't even know how to install it. I was still trying my best. At some point I gave it up because there was no resources, nothing to fund what I wanted to go and learn, and I felt this is not really something that I should focus on, so I left it. But one certain time, I remember I told somebody that I do designs, and the person came to me saying he wanted to give me a job, that I should look for how I can design it. It's a modeling agency that hired him because he's a model for one wine company like that. And I went to a church nearby. I started sleeping 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock. I use it to design. That's 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. I use it to design, then sleep in the morning. But during the early mornings by 12, I go there to design because I joined that church media team and I used their system to design. So though it was painful, very painful, because the pain to not sleep, your eyes is open. That was the first time I knew that, oh, as a designer you have to like open your eyes. So after that day, I did the job, but I later didn't get paid, funny enough. But that really exposed me to like working hard. I started working hard more than I could ever be. So I started going to church every single day, 12 a.m. to 6 p.m. designing, collecting the jobs in the morning, and then in the evening I design everything. So that's one of the painful things, to start looking for how you can get what you need with what you currently have. So I found out that I was very good in adding effects to my app with PixArt. I joined the team and they allowed me to start using their computer. For some of you, it might not be the same thing. You can look for people who desperately need what you currently have and exchange value. So you tell them, I can use your PC, and then you give me your stuff, that kind of thing. So that's the first thing to do. Embrace the pain. It's going to cost you a lot, but that pain will actually lift you up to some. After doing that for a while, I began to get some kind of people, because I was very, very desperate in telling people that, oh, I do designs. As at that point, I was not really very, very good, but I was still telling people that I do designs. So somebody connected me to a client in Abuja. I never know this client. I just told me that he will chat you up. He's a businessman. He wants to start his business in Abuja. So I said, okay, fine. I did the logo. We talked about the stuff. How much did I do logos? I did it for 2,000 naira. Yeah, 2,000 naira. That's $5. So I did that for 2,000 naira, and it was fun. But I never knew that it was going to be a job that was going to be big. So I did that job, and he said he wanted to do ID cards, roller banners, and everything. So I did everything, and that was the first time I got 66,000 naira job. 66,000 naira project. That's the first time. So I did everything, and with the money I was able to get a mini laptop for 25,000 naira. And this laptop helped me a lot for a year plus. I did not have issues with it. One of the best systems. I never even use it till it dies. I gave it out to somebody who's a photographer, and he's still using it till today. So embracing the pain will help you see the light of what your job or your skill will bring to you. And one of the things you should know is that whenever you're starting your career, talk about it. Let people know that you do this thing, so that they can recommend you to people who actually need what you are doing. So that's one thing I found out. So talk about it. Now, the process of your work is what is actually important, not the destination. When you begin to grow, you begin to see that you need some kinds of things. And to be very honest, it can be limiting. It can be very limiting. You can be frustrated because you don't have what you actually need for your work. But that doesn't mean it should stop you. See yourself as somebody who is destined to change the world with your skill. Go beyond the fact that you don't have what you need. Go beyond. Don't make excuse. Don't sit down. How can you build a network of people that have what you need, and how can you offer value to their lives? So these things, as at one point in my life, I did not have a laptop for 6 to 8 months, but I was still showing up on Instagram. I was still designing. I was still posting online. How was I doing these things? I was going to my friend's place at Palm Grove in Lagos to sit down in his place, collect the system, because he works in an agency, so they have their own desktops, and I use this laptop to design from in the morning till in the night. So embracing the pain, the journey, the process is what will make you a good designer, not the years of experience that you have. No, it's embracing the fact that you don't want to sit down and make mistakes and make excuses that, oh, I don't have this, that's why I'm not doing this. No, you are going beyond the fact that this is something that I don't have, but I will go away from this limitation and look for how I can make it possible for me to be like this person. One of the key things about moving on is the fact that it will give you the opportunity to inspire others. When you face these things, when you go through these things, don't keep quiet. Share it to people. Oh, this is what I am going through. As at that point where I never really had the system for about 6 to 8 months, I was talking about it on Instagram, on my stories, sharing with people. People were like, though they were sympathizing with me, but they were not really providing the solutions that I actually need. But at the same time, I was sharing my process, so that when I begin to charge for my services, even in my post, I share some of those processes on my post, so that people can know that I am a human being first before I am a designer. I can have issues, I can have problems, I can go through anything, but me coming out to communicate that thing to you doesn't mean that I am weak. It actually means that I am striving for a better life and a better time for myself. So, and when you are doing that unconsciously, you are inspiring some people. You don't know who you're actually inspiring with your story. Your story is actually important because it is you that is saying it, and that's what makes it authentic. Nobody can have the same story as you. It might be similar in some cases, but can never be as authentic as yours. So share your story. Talk about the times whereby your system got burnt when you were expecting a video. Currently, my system is the best system I've ever used, but people don't really know because I went through all this process. thank God that I'm sharing it with you. So when you see me using a high-end PC, you don't just come up and say, oh, this guy came out of the blues. No, I saw some things and challenges and I conquered them. So that's how our process will be. When you begin to share your process, it begins to inspire others to create more and more. Sometimes I see messages on my Instagram saying, oh, thank you, creative, because of you I can do this, because of you I can do that, because of you. And those things keeps me going. There were many times where I was coming back from the place I used to go and collect system from, and I felt like giving up. I felt like giving down the road. But yet those messages, those things, those encouraging things kept me going, because I could see a future that was clear and bright. So share your story to really inspire people, to really embrace people, and keep going. You might be watching this video right now thinking you don't have the best software, you don't have the best system, you don't have the best equipment for your work. That doesn't mean you should be stopped. No, go beyond the present situation and challenge that is in front of you, and then seek for ways that you can become better, even with the current resources and equipment that you have today. Go beyond the fact that you don't have this and start shifting your eyes from the problem to possibility. You see a big difference. Yeah, I tell you. So if you watched too far to this point, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this and more tutorials. If you want me to create a tutorial for you, let me know in the comment and I'll create that for you. Thanks so much for watching this video. I hope it inspires you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Peace.